Scenario 3 is for we're using information systems as an example, but having a folder, everybody in information systems has access to all the folders in information systems. For whatever reason, they're creating a directory that everybody has access to except one individual user. How would you play this out? All kinds of different ways you could do this. You could work with individual file rights with individual users. Usually not recommended because once you start working with individual users, it's really hard to maintain. We certainly could do it that way. We could create a group and saying like good people, bad people. Or good standing. There'd be a group called of good standing, and Brandon was the person of choice to not have access to that folder. Let's think about that just for a minute. We will use the group method. We've been using a lot of groups, a little bit more than typical using a Novell system, but we haven't done a whole lot of other ones, so we might as well use them here. So in this scenario, let's kind of get the structure in place first. So under iManager, let's go to Information Systems. And under IS, uh-oh, something's not working. Oh, if you wait too long, you'll get timed out. Oh, that's a pretty page. Let's take a look at IS. Under IS, we have Brandon, Lauren, and Samantha, so just the three of them. And Lauren, Samantha, and Brandon. Brandon is going to be the black sheep, as they say. So we're going to have we're going to create a group. We're going to create a group, and the group would be called In Good Standing. So we have the people in good standing, and we want members of that group. And so then we browse for members of that group, and we'll find Garopa, Information Systems, and Lauren and Samantha will be part of that in good standing group. So now we have that in place, let's take a look at Remote Manager and see what directory structure we have. So under Information Systems, we have all kinds of different folders, one for the Information Systems Manager, and we want one just for the people in good standing. So we'll click on the link next to the dot, the single dot, which is the current directory, and we'll scroll on down to Create Directory, and we'll call the directory In Good Standing. In good standing. So we have an IS folder, and then underneath IS we have an In Good Standing folder. Right now, everybody in IS has access to the IS folder, and we don't want that to follow down into the in good standing. We don't want everybody in there to have access to it. Right now we have read through file scan. And so we reassign rights. So IS would have no rights. Who should have rights? The in good standing should have all rights. Let's take a look back here, though, and see who else has rights to the IS folder. With the IS manager that has all rights, what do we want to do with him or her? Do we want the manager to always have access to the in good standing folder, or only if he or she is in good standing? We'll do it only if they're in good standing. So that means since the manager has all rights, We don't always want that to follow down, flow on down. We have to include that in our list as well. So in this case, the only person or people that are going to have access to the in good standing folder are the people in the in good standing group. So looking at our paper, we haven't changed anything in our IS. All we're going to be changing stuff is in our in good standing folder. We have 3 entries we'll be entering: IS, in good standing, and the manager. Pretty easy to implement then. The in good standing folder, click on the link next to it, browse for GROPA, Information Systems, IS has no rights. The manager will have no rights, IS manager. Will get reassigned to no rights, I should say. Right, okay. So the only people that would have access would be the in good standing group. And they'll have all rights. Okay, so that was pretty simple. Let's check it out to see if it actually works. Taking a look at my org chart. See who's where. Samantha is the IS manager. So let's log in as Samantha. And she's an IS. And click OK. Samantha still has a password. Do you want to change it? No. So underneath the data volume, I see IS, and I can still, I can see in good standing. Not because I am the manager, but because I am in the in good standing group. While she's logged in here, in fact, let's just switch that around just to test that. In good standing group, I click on there, I look at the members, and I want to delete Samantha. Samantha did something not good, foolish, and now she's no longer in the in good standing group. So even though she's an IS manager, she doesn't have access to the in good standing folder. Let's log in somebody else. Let's log in as Brandon, since he's the one we're sort of testing anyway. And I don't see the in good standing group. And if you just notice, the Information Systems Manager folder also disappeared. So Brandon can't see either of those. And then we have Lauren. That's right. And Lauren can see the in good standing because she's in that group. So that works perfectly. So that one works. Good. That's scenario 3.